As COVID-19 spread around the world and we began to quarantine and retreat to our homes, the world looked to us, to the United States of America, to check out what we were doing, right? And as you may recall, maybe this was you, there was one thing that united our nation. There was one thing that brought us all together. One thing that was a topic of conversation on your social, on my social, at our dinner tables, and even in our Zoom calls. And that one thing was the Netflix original, Tiger King. Oh, my name is Aridus, and I'm honored to be with you today and that you would spend just a few minutes watching this today. And yes, okay, you're not wrong. You too may recognize me from the hit streaming show, Tiger King. Hang tight, all right? Featuring your favorite cool cats and kittens, Joe Exotic, Carol Baskin. As a matter of fact, you're not alone. If you did recognize me, the show was a hit back in March when it started streaming, and as it hit the stream waves, the DMs and the texts started to flood in. 86 texts to be exact. And as the weeks followed, the texts continue, all sending me this photo of my millisecond of fame. Photo of a Tinder selfie with a pet tiger. All right, now don't log off, or you're gonna miss half the story here, okay? Now, while I won't deny the similarities and won't judge you and those who truly believe that that was me, let me set the record straight right here and right now, okay? And here goes. 1, I don't own a tiger. Number 2, I've never been or downloaded Tinder, and it was not me on Tiger King. And to be honest, I was a little thrown off with the association, the perception, even the look. He's a good looking dude on that picture. And I even wondered at the time if I should have been concerned, right? In the world of deep fakes, consumer reviews and customer ratings that matter, and social clout and all that. It did remind me of this lesson that I did want to pass on to you today to share as it relates to perception, to first impressions, and your brand, be it with an organization, with a church, or a product, or even as a leader, as the person of character that you are. And to the 100 plus people who messaged me, and the many more who saw it, they thought it, you did, but you didn't message me. What I learned was that an impression was definitely made as you saw the show, as you quickly caught it. And for some, even a first impression. You don't know me, maybe you caught it, connected the dots, and you can say that the brand was established about who I was and what I was about. And no matter how I responded, whether I denied it, maybe I humored it or entertained it, the impression was already made. And when it comes to making impressions, or maybe leading teams, for those of you who do, who make first impressions or lead that, maybe you coach staff who represent your brand, whether at a physical business location or simply online, I can't help but think about marketing and how it plays a role in creating first impressions. And the lesson and the takeaway in this short video for us today is simple. And it's an old age saying that I learned back in college from one of the greatest marketers of all time. You're gonna be surprised. It's P.T. Barnum himself. Yes, the original circus master as seen on The Greatest Showman, one of my kids' favorites. Now, here's how P.T. Barnum understood marketing, and how he separated from advertising, publicity, or PR, and a few other things we'll discuss. And I only share this with you in hopes that it would help you give some handles, some vocabulary, as you continue to be intentional about making a great first impression. Ready? So here's how. Write this down. Here's how Barnum saw it, and hopefully we can learn too. If a circus is coming to town and you paint a sign, that's called advertising. Now, if you put that sign on the back of an elephant and you let it walk into town, that's called promotion. If we keep going, let's say the elephant walks through and destroys the city's garden, the flower bed, and then the newspaper writes about it. That's called, number 3, publicity. Now, if you get the mayor to actually humor it and laugh about it, guess what? You're good at public relations. Now, if you show the city how entertaining the booths will be and how much fun people will have, answer their questions, guess what that's called? That's sales. Maybe you're in sales. And if you planned this entire thing, the whole elephant, that's called marketing. See, marketing is what you say it is. Branding and how things are branded is what they say it is. Now, let's apply this real quick to church, maybe to your ministry, to your organization. Here's a quick example just to get your mind thinking. And as a marketer, or as I like to call it, as an evangelist, right? That's what marketers are. Let's say you're reopening your church. You design a Facebook post. Post it, that's advertising. Now, if you put that the same design, maybe slap it on a shirt and you wear it around town too, that's promotion. Number 3 is if those shirts get so popular that people are fighting to get them and they're selling them at supreme prices on eBay, it's going crazy, and then the local newspaper covers it or the headline, that's called publicity. Now, if you send that shirt maybe to your local news anchor the next day and he actually wears it on air and brags about it, that's public relations. And if you show them how the church is helping the community, how much fun their families and their kids can have, and how Jesus can transform their lives, that's evangelism. And if you plan this whole thing, guess what? Welcome to marketing. Welcome to making great first impressions. So listen, the challenge is let's go. Let's be great marketers making great first impressions as we share the good news that we've been called to share. Thanks for your time.